last leg of passive voice. We have finished passive voice using various forms of present tense. Then we finished passive voice with past tense. And now, as you all know, that present perfect continuous and present perfect continuous and past perfect continuous, they do not have passive form. Present perfect continuous and the past perfect continuous. We have done today. Now we are touching upon future tense, that is indefinite future or simple future. Affirmative sentence we are taking up, and in simple present, the structure in active voice is subject plus will shall plus first form of verb and object. When we are changing it into passive voice, it will be like this: subject plus will shall plus be plus third form of a verb plus by and then subject, that is object. As I have told you earlier also, that object in active voice becomes the subject and the subject of active voice becomes object in passive voice. This is little bit present simple is, as I have told you, is a bit simpler because helping verb is already there. You only have to reuse that helping verb followed by be and then verb's third form. So he will win the match. So the match will be won by him. Then I shall teach you. You will be taught by me. See here, if I say like this, that I shall teach you English. So as I have told you in my previous lecture, that it has again two objects. And as I have told you in earlier, that there are two types of object. One is direct object and another is indirect object. So when I am writing this sentence, I shall teach you English. So English will be direct object because English is directly connected to I and then you. So we can frame two passive voice of this sentence. I shall teach you English, you will be taught English by me, and then English will be taught to you by me. So you and English, they are the objects. So we can frame two sentences and both will be correct. Kamla will boil milk. Milk will be boiled by Kamla. So remember, I will give you a gift. Again, it has two objects. I'll give you a gift, you and gift. My mother will gift me a mobile. So here again, my mother will gift me and mobile. Both are objects, so we can frame the sentence by using these two verbs. Sorry, these two objects. Okay, I will be gifted mobile by my mother, or mobile will be gifted to me by my mother. So this is how you are. You will make passive voice with two objects. Then coming to negative, So subject will shall plus not plus first form of verb and object, and in the passive voice it will be object will shall not be third form of a verb plus by plus subject. Now you are well versed with passive voice. I am sure you can frame it yourself. They will not watch TV. TV will not be watched by them. I shall not cook rice. Rice will not be cooked by me. We shall not write the summary. The summary will not be written by us. Now again I'll use two objects and then I'll show you the two sentences in passive voice that they will not gift me a mobile. So I will not be gifted a mobile by them, or a mobile will not be gifted to me by them, or like uh, we shall not write a letter to the PM. So the PM will not be written a letter by us, or a letter will not be written to the PM by us. So PM and letter, again they are the two objects here, and as I have told you, they are called direct object and indirect object, and in such cases we can form two sentences and both will be correct in passive voice. Coming to the interrogative sentence in passive voice, in simple future, this will be like this: we will shall plus subject plus first form of a verb and then object. And in the passive voice, will shall plus object plus be plus third form of a verb and verb plus by plus subject. Will they praise the Gita? Why we have put the here before Gita? Because this is the book we are talking about, a part of Mahabharata. Okay, so that is why the here. Otherwise, if I say, will they praise Gita? So then it would have been proper noun. Keep it in your mind. If it is a proper noun, we won't be using the before name. But because here it is the name of the famous book, which was the part of Mahabharata, so that is why we have put the before Gita. Okay, will they praise the Gita? So will the Gita be praised by them? And if it had it been a proper noun, then will they praise Gita? Then we will have used like this: will Gita, no the, will Gita be praised by them? Shall we win a race? A race, okay? So this is object. So when we frame the sentence, it will be like this: will a race be won by us? Okay, will a race be won by us? Remember, if I make a sentence like this, shall we run a race? So remember, it will be a wrong sentence. Because why? Because run is an intransitive verb, and in intransitive verb we cannot make passive voice. Then will Avinash eat the dumplings? Will the dumplings be eaten by Avinash? So I have told you that before proper noun we do not use the, and before the book, any famous book, we use the, and in transitive verb we do not make passive voice. Let us come to negative interrogative. Will shall plus subject plus not plus first form of a verb plus object. Will shall sub and in passive voice, will shall plus subject plus not plus be plus third form of a verb plus by plus subject. And what will be the passive voice here? Will your friend not invite Abhay? Will Abhay not be invited by your friends? One more sentence. Will your parents not attend the fair? Will the fair not be attended by your parents? Then will you not catch the kite, or will the kite not be caught by you? So the basic thing of passive voice is that you have to keep in mind, you have to memorize by heart, learn by heart the third form of the verb, plus you always must have in your mind what is the helping verb of that tense while forming passive voice. Now I want you to know that there is no passive voice in future continuous tense. Then coming to future perfect tense, subject plus shall have or will have, third form of a verb and then object. You all know this is the active voice in future perfect tense. They will have planted a T. But when we make a passive voice, what will be? Subject plus shall have been or will have been, third form of a verb, by and then object. So like they will have planted a tree will have been planted by them. Or one more, we shall have sold our house. We shall have sold our house by next June. So what will be the sentence, passive voice? Our house will have been sold by us by next June. I will have completed the book. The book will have been completed by me. Or you can say this sentence like this also, that I will have completed reading this book. So reading the book is a little bit longer object. So reading the book. So how you will make it? Reading the book will have been completed by me by next June. I will have completed reading this book by next June. So, what will be the answer? What will be the passive voice? That reading the book will have been completed by me by next June. In Hindi, what will we say? कि अगली जून तक ये किताब पढ़ चुकी होऊंगा या होऊंगी. So this is your affirmative, and in the interrogative, in negative, what will we make? Subject plus will shall not have. Okay, or object plus shall have not been. Like they will not have planted a tree, or a tree will not have been planted by them. This is how we will make it in the negative, that they will not have. Here they will not have planted a tree. When we make it in passive voice, so it will be like this: a tree will not, here a tree will not have been planted by them. We shall have, we shall not have sold our house will not have been sold by them. Will not have been sold by them. So this is how we will make it in interrogative also. Shall have subject, then third form of a verb and object. That let us take this example again. That shall have they planted a tree. If we will make it in passive voice, the sentence will be like this: Ki shall they have planted a tree? In passive voice, we will make it like this: Ki will a tree have been planted by them? So this is how we will make it. Now, for your information, I would like you to know that there is no passive voice in future perfect continuous. You have to keep in mind that in future tense, we that there is the passive form only in simple future and future perfect. We cannot make passive form in future continuous and future perfect continuous. And uh, here today we are winding up our passive voice, and in passive voice remember that you have to learn by heart the third form of a verb and helping verb of that sentence of which of helping verb of that active voice whose passive voice you are going to frame. So keep it in your mind, helping verb, and always learn third form of the verbs by heart. Thank you.